Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Flyers and the Elite. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Luis Castillo will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Big arm. This is a guy that when he learns to control the strike zone, particularly with his off-speed pitches, has a chance to improve in a short amount of time. Mid to high 90s fastball with a lot of movement. His breaking pitches need some refining, but if he takes that next step and starts to get that breaking stuff over, look out. This guy could get better really fast.
Next will be the designated hitter, Jose Iglesias. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Fellas, you take a look at the home side here as they take the field this afternoon. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Torres over to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Dero, what's the word on this club as they start the new month?
Matt, you take a look at both these lineups. They got their work cut out for them. This is going to be a pitcher's duel. Both these guys can execute and have a chance to go deep in this game and turn it over to bullpen. Somebody is going to have to get that big 2-out knock with runners in scoring position.
The 0-1 delivery. Yeah. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Miller is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
Nick Castellanos now. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. Heading out towards shallow right. Robles waits on it. And that retires the side. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. On now to the bottom. John Gray, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. It seems like the more trouble he gets in, the better he pitches. Really tough to hit with runners in scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why his team loves when he's out on the mound. He doesn't give up very many crooked numbers.
Dan, Dero, as we take a look at our visiting club as they take the field in this scoreless ball game. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
I went to the slider to try and get him to chase, but it's full now. 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Goodwin is there, and he has it for the first out. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this team today?
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure on the defense.
And he'll reach second now with one away.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Runner goes for third. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Yordan Alvarez. He currently sits number 7 on the AL RBI leaderboard. So a good guy to have at the plate in this situation. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that. Here's Joey Gallo now. And he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks, as the numbers there tell you the whole story. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Liner in there for a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
And he takes ball 1. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Ground ball left side. He's got it. Torres at the bag. On to first, a double play. Josh Donaldson digging in now. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. No score here as we play inning number 2. High in the air down the right field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that. So here's Pete Alonso. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Pete Alonso.
First pitch on its way.
1-0.
The 1-0. Takes this the other way to right. Therefore, it is Mancini, and that's the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2. Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
In now, Bo Bichette hit the other way out toward right field. Mancini is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. So up steps Joey Bart now, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. He comes in at 262 on the year, 5 homers and 37 RBIs.
One strike.
Here's the 1-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the so Paul DeYoung digs in next as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. It's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Digging in, Brian Goodwin. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's 1 for 5. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Try to change your pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1 and 2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2 and 2.
2 and 2's the count.
Pitch on the way. Hit hard on the ground to second. Torres picks it up. And there are 2 away now. Here now is Mike Zunino. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Too low, 1-0. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino.
1-1.
The 1-1. Third inning, no score to this point. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Still even at 2 and 2. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Fouled away. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count. And he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Gleyber Torres.
The second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
First offering on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
Line drive to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the 3rd.
The center fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Here comes the 0-1. Grounder down the line at 3rd. Ready with the 0-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance. Juan Soto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And this will be fouled away. Torres stands at first with 1 out. Pulled toward right center field. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Torres Rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
Stepping in now, Yordan Alvarez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
3-0 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
He loses him on ball 4.
Now back, first baseman,
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Goodwin is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away.
the third baseman.
So runners at the corners with 2 gone, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
Now batting, shortstop.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. So now to the plate, Bo Bichette, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. Alvarez rounds third and is digging for the plate. He scores as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Now batting, catcher, Joey Bart.
At the plate, Joey Bart. Popped him up. Miller is under it. And that's the third out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Iglesias. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Well, this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, that number has him tied for second in the AL in that category. Into the box, Jalen Miller. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, he failed to pull the bat off his shoulder in that one, Matty. Down on 3 pitches, pretty much a wasted AB. This has to be a better effort.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Fastball well outside. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Swing and a liner, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder,
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A ball and no strikes.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. And he fouls this one off. Fastball just missed above the zone. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Again, he sends it out of play.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
Just hung in there on that one. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4. So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And up to bat next, the left-handed light tower power of Joey Gallo. Good arm action on the circle change, swung out and missed. 0-2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Victor Robles digging in now. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
The right fielder, Victor.
Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
That was an excellent pitch right there. After going soft away, he pounds hard in, and that's a nice pitch.
Count is 1-2 now. Now the pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Torres. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And they start him out away with a called strike.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. It's been pretty bad for 3 1/3 innings so far. That's the 8th hit he's given up. And if he doesn't get his mind straight, he's going to be heading to the showers early.
Acuna digs in now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Popped him up. Donaldson moving to his left. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The left fielder.
Here now is Juan Soto. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Line down the left field line, but this will be foul. Here now the 2-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is. So here's Trey Mancini. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him.
Yeehaw!
Line to the right side.
So this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball.
Here's the 0-2. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 0-2 once more. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he currently sits third in the AL in that category. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swung on and chopped toward the hole. Reined in. And there's out number 2. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. Alonso in foul ground, and that ends the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Yordan Alvarez, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. And he lays off for ball 1. Here it comes on 1-1.
Track 2. 1-2.
Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it, so that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front, really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Hit to short. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
At the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. This is line to left. But this will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out. So a runner at first with 2 away. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. This is popped up. Miller has got it, and the side is retired. Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. Will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Acuna is right there, 1 down.
Now batting.
So the leadoff man set down, and here's the catcher, Mike Zunino. Fouled off. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Acuna is there, 2 gone.
Now batting.
Striding forward now is the DH, Jose Iglesias. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far, and he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Here comes Robles, and a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point, you see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Miguel Castro enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The right fielder, number 60, Victor.
Digging in once again, Victor Robles. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
And he goes and chops this one out towards second. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Rolled slowly to first. He's right there, and he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. So digging in now, Nicholas Castellanos. It was a walk in his last trip.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
He's 1 for 2 in this one. That's lifted the other way out to left. Soto is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He was a ground out victim last time up. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Trey Mancini is the second out in the 7th inning.
Josh Donaldson.
Into the box, Josh Donaldson, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. The relay, throw to second, but he's in there. As a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. 0-1 the count. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Well, a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. Las Vegas is out in front here, 3-1. Bottom of the inning now. At the plate, Ronald Acuna. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder
Juan Soto to the plate now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Behind 0-2 now. And this pitch is swung on and missed, and the AL's leading hitter is set down on strikes. 2 away. Ready once again, Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Line hard to center field. A dive, but it's off his glove. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
3-0 to him now. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. High in the air down the right field line. Mancini makes the catch for out number 3. Now in the box, Brian Goodwin. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Keone Kela has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. He's set. Here it comes. And this is low, ball 1.
1-0.
And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. Kela is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
the batter, the catcher.
So here's Mike Zunino. Loud contact off the bat of Zunino, and a ball sent to deep left field. And that one is gone. A solo shot here to left, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
That bomb didn't tie things up, but they're only down 1 right now and feeling pretty good they can come back.
In now, Jose Iglesias. That's he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit on the ground to short. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Jalen Miller comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Liner towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Fouled away. A 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. So stepping in, Joey Gallo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And it's fouled away. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Richard Rodriguez will come on to make his 40th appearance this season. Now at the plate, Bo Bichette. Here comes the first pitch. High and deep to right center. On the run is Goodwin, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the Jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
Standing in now, Joey Bart, as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike one. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Fastball just inside. Now the 2-1 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And a good pitch there as they come after him, and the count goes full. Payoff pitch home, and awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Striding in, Victor Robles. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he won't take any chances on that one, as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. The 1-1. Here's a line drive into center field. It's a base hit. In to score the runner from third, and that moves the lead to 2 here in the 8th.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Looking at his lifetime numbers, Torres carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 home.
Call, that's down.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting a fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out. Luis Garcia is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. He's set, and the pitch. And a ball, 1-0. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the belt, the pitch.
That's one.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. 1 run scores, and he's safe.
Yeah, nowadays the number crunchers would call that a high leverage at bat. Not exactly sure what that means, but what I do know is they just doubled their lead, so he clutched up big time right there.
Stepping in now, Juan Soto. Lifted down the line in left. But this will land untouched. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Sent on the ground out to second. And there's one down now. But one's all they get as the run scores. Ready now, Yordan Alvarez.
Designated hitter,
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Alvarez carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Hit on the ground toward the left. DeYoung fields it cleanly. And he's out on the tag. But 1 run is in to score on the play. Stepping up now, Pete Alonso. First pitch coming. Here it is. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly. Stepping in, Trey Mancini. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Ball one to start the at-bat.
That misses 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Nobody out, runner on first. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Paul DeYoung will be next.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
1 ball, no strikes the count. And he fouls this one off. None out, runners at first and second. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Goodwin. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. No balls and 1 strike. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
In tight with the sinker, ball 2.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
All even now, 2-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Got to fight.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 8-2 is how this one ends today. The Elite led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Luis Castillo earns his 12th victory in the ball game. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score. First for